Another big question, David, you know, that comes to mind is house training.
Right.
Because if you do it properly, it's great. I mean, but if you don't do it properly, you always have a lot of difficulties with it. So we usually will counsel people about the proper ways to house train.
And that should be on a food and house training schedule.
Exactly.
And we're actually going to cover that in just a few seconds. I've been doing this about 20 years, and boy, it never ceases to amaze me some of the things we come up with working the night shift like this. It's a full moon tonight, so we're probably going to have several calls that are quite unusual. It gets real entertaining out here after dark.
Unit 1, we have a 10200 at 811 Kessler, please.
Roger, this is your unit. Verify that at 10200.
Affirmative, that's at 10200, 811 Kessler, over.
Okay, you already on the scene there?
We have 3 on the scene as it is.
Okay, all right, we're en route.
10200!
I know, go ahead and move these people back. Let's just move them back. Yeah, we're on the scene. We're gonna go check this out. Okay. Hey, Rich. What's up, man? How you doing?
Believe it, that's
What happened? Wait a minute. 10200, right?
almost a 400. I'm telling you.
Back at you, pal.
Like that, man. 20 years. It's okay. What we got here? We got a 30-year-old
What do we got?
male. He's despondent, disoriented. He's not even quite sure what happened.
Okay.
I'm glad you're here because
Pretty messy in there?
you're here.
Okay.
Only thing I can tell you to do is step lightly.
Yeah, cold and flu season and everything.
Okay.
I'm used to this stuff. Hey, Joe, keep those people back.
Whoa.
I'm gonna go in and check the scene. Hey, hold it. Hold it a minute there, buddy. Rich, grab him. Rich, get his arm, Rich.
Get away from me!
Get his arm. Let go, buddy. Drop him. Just drop him. Drop him. Drop him. What the heck is that? Hold on there, partner. Hold on. Hold on, partner.
Get away from me!
Okay. Hey, what is this? Hold on, man. Watch your head. Get in there. Come on. Okay. You got him, Rich?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're having a... Now, just sit down in the car. Okay. What we got here looks like, Rich, this guy's got a house training problem or something, huh?
Yeah.
How you doing, sweetheart? What he's done, apparently, is... I don't know. Have you seen this before? On that one last year, guy couldn't house train his dog properly, so he put him in a plastic bag, put some leg holes in it. See, and you know he doesn't want to supervise the dog, and he still thinks this is going to keep his house clean.
And where do you put your suits too?
Well, yeah. The bad part about it is this dog's been in here for a couple days. It looks like, you know.
At least.
Well, these things are good up to 30 gallons. That's what it says on the box.
And look at it, he already had a blowout.
I let it outside to go. It comes back in the side house and goes in the house. It pees and poops in the house.
Okay.
It poops in the house, it'll pee in the house.
Well, why don't you watch it like I told you the last time? You remember I told you have to watch
and watch.
Well, you know, I don't... Trying isn't good enough. What happened here, sir? Did you see anything?
He was just kind of a loner.
Kind of a loner. What? And how about you, sir?
Hey man, you want to buy a cat?
Is this what we got?
Yeah, don't touch anything.
We're still bagging it.
Okay.
Don't touch it, please. Don't.
That the biggest one over there?
It is.
Okay.
So just stay away.
All right. Let's go back over here. Rich. Ooh. What? Well,
Is this guy a rookie or what?
well, 20 years of this game, I'm still not used to this smell.
Bad pups, how you gonna pull? When David Dikeman got a video for you. Bad pups, where you gonna pull? After David Dikeman tell you what?
Well, we poked a little bit of fun at house training, but actually that's pretty serious business. You know, the way you introduce house training and the structure of the dog's life in the very first few days that you have your new puppy is going to determine the way he's going to turn out later on. Now, that's not to say you can't go back later and fix things if you've made a mistake or two, but it's important to make a good first impression. Remember, you should always supervise your dog's activities. For instance, if I'm not actually watching the dog, I have him in the sky kennel, or I have him outside. Now, when I play with him, I know that after he gets excited, he's going to need to go out again. After he eats, he's going to need to go out again. After he wakes up first thing in the morning, he's got to go out again. And I mean, he's got to go out right now. I don't even put on my shoes usually. I want to get him straight to the door quick, especially if he's a little puppy. You're going to have to take this dog outside, stay with him until he does his business, and then tell him how great and wonderful a puppy he is, and probably even take him to the area that you want him to use and praise him in that area for using that area. Now, if your puppy does happen to make a mistake, maybe you're not supervising it or you let it into another room and you weren't watching carefully, don't yell at the dog or get mad at it or try to punish it. Just clean up the mess with one of those new enzymatic cleaners. Remember, if you use some kind of an ammonia-based cleaner, that can kind of smell like stale urine and it can attract the dog back to the mess. Also, be careful not to give the dog too much space before they're ready for it. That means you open up the whole house and let them run into every room. You're going to have a lot of accidents that way. I've always found that it's better to just keep them in one small area of the house until they're house trained and then gradually open up more and more rooms. I try to keep puppies in a room with a tile floor if at all possible, and then instead of closing them in with doors, I'll use baby gates, those little things that stretch across your door. That way the dog can see through the gate and they don't feel like they're all alone. In other words, there's not a door there and they're shut up in a room. That's going to make them cry and scream all the time. And if you just watch your puppy and you supervise it, and you get it out on a schedule, and you feed it on a schedule, and you play with it on a schedule, you're going to build up the great habits that it's going to take to build it into a dog that you're going to be able to train quite easily later on. Come on. Come on, Aggie. Go outside. If you want your dog to go in just one area of your yard, you're going to have to go to that area every time. That means you just don't let them out the door and stand there and wait for them. You actually go with them, so that when they do use the area that you picked out that you want to have to be like your zone for that kind of thing, then you can tell them how great they are for doing it, and you just kind of keep in that area. That's all you have to do. Eventually they're going to go to that area. Now, if you don't really care too much, your dog will most likely pick the area that they like best, and they'll start kind of going to that same general area every time. That's right. Now when she gets done, I'm going to praise her like she's the best dog in the world. And remember, if nothing happens, if it's first thing in the morning and if nothing happens here, and I know she's been in all night and she's full, but she just didn't do it, I don't take her back in and let her run around in the house. I put her back in the sky kennel, wait for 15 minutes, then I'm going to give it another shot. I'm going to be out here with her. So that's a few tips on house training without all the mess.